Hi, this is Drew Jones of Drew's Guitar Shop in Seattle, Washington. Sorry about the fan noise in the background. It is about 80 degrees in my shop right now, and it is kind of the middle of May, so it's going to keep getting hotter. Anyway, this is a follow-up video to one that I did recently about a bad repair that was at some point done on this bridge, where the height adjustment screws, that these little hex guys up front, had been injected with super glue and basically rendered immobile. And it's not really a fixable thing. I mean, maybe, soak them in acetone overnight, try real hard to break them without, without stripping out those heads, maybe be able to get somewhere with it. But the player and I were, back and forthing about what to do about this. Basically, I said, well, we could replace the saddles maybe. But this guitar had another problem that I also had mentioned that I wanted to address when it came in, which was that the neck on this guitar is a little bit too narrow for the string spacing of this bridge here. And so while we could have replaced these saddles, it wouldn't have actually changed that problem at all. And since we had this issue in the first place, we kind of decided that it might be a good opportunity to fix that problem as well. And so what I did was I took some parts that I had laying around for some Wilkinson style tremolos, and I cobbled together this guy. So this has some, vintage style Fender, stamped steel saddles in it. And the bridge itself actually has the narrower string spacing. For those of you who don't know, there are two common string spacings that you find with this style of bridge. One is narrower, it's like 52.5, and the other one is wider than 52.5 millimeters. I don't know offhand what it is, but it's wider. The wider one is what you got there, and the narrower one is what you have here. So this is going to solve the string spread problem over the neck, because what was happening was that the strings down here towards the end of the neck were getting awfully close to, rolling off the end of the neck, from where that bridge is holding the strings. So anyway, this is probably a plate off of Squire or maybe a Mexican Strat, and then it's got these Mexican Strat saddles here, or maybe these were off a 101 series or something else with a narrower width or whatever. And then I also had this steel block that came in on a trade at some point. I don't even remember when I got this, but it's a good size and good weight for a block. And it just happened that all of these pieces of hardware fit together into a cool bridge. So we're going to be replacing the entire thing with this guy here, and now let me show you my favorite part. So I drop this guy in there. Look at that fit. Just look at that. I don't think that I could have done a better job trimming that pickguard to match the space for this bridge plate any better than it is. It's absolutely perfect. It's so tight in there that this looks like it was made to be on this guitar. So I'm really thrilled about this. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna fill in these holes, because the holes, as you can see, don't line up here for the mounting points. Typically these holes all are directly in front of the saddles, and so one of the things that you're going to encounter if you try going from one of these wider bridges to the narrower, or vice versa, is that these screw holes are just not going to line up. And so we're going to have to plug these with some dowels, and then we're going to have to re-drill them. Fortunately, with how tight this fits, we're going to have to do a little less work with lining up the bridge and getting it at the right spot, because I don't think that this is going to be moving anywhere. So this will actually prove as a really good guide for the drill as well, going in there, because when you plug stuff tends to wander around a little bit, but this will definitely help things along. Anyway, wow, I just can't believe that fit, because when you drop in this old bridge that it had, and you can see how gappy that is on both sides. I'm just blown away. It fits perfectly. It's like it was made for this guitar. Can't believe it. Anyway, this will have this new bridge installed, and then we'll do a setup on it, and I might do a follow-up video after that just to show you what we ended up with. We'll make this thing better and make it playable. Anyway, this has been Drew Jones of Drew's Guitar Shop in Seattle, Washington. If you enjoyed this video and feel like dropping me a tip, there's a link to my Ko-Fi and my Patreon in the description. Related to those links, if you do find yourself wanting to ask some like really detailed questions or to get any kind of like consultation services, I would recommend contacting me through one of those sources. Any of the sources down in the description where you can drop a donation. Those are going to be the sources where I take that kind of inquiry. Also in the description, you will find a link to my Reverb page where I sell some stuff, as well as a link to my website where you can find my contact information, my pricing info for repairs, as well as a page that I wrote on caring for stringed instruments. If you like this video, like, subscribe, hit the bell, all of that good stuff. Link around to your friends. This has been Drew Jones of Drew's Guitar Shop in Seattle, Washington. Thank you for watching.